Hear ye, hear ye. We are back again. You know what I'm saying? Another episode of Nah. You know what I'm saying? Big up Touchline. You know what I'm saying? Big up Hooks. The man them are here. Obviously, Ches, you know, Jay, Daps, and Cass will be pouring in a second. And make sure, first and foremost, you're subscribing to the man them. And yeah, man, we got some interesting things to be speaking about. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the Salah versus Carragher stuff heats up even more. As you guys can see, as well. Obviously, we've got some Champions League stuff coming up today. Liverpool versus Inter Milan, of course, as well. Salah will not be obviously part of the squad. And Man United have officially drawn level on points with Chelsea, the mighty Chelsea, and Man United, who are supposed to be the poor Man United of whatever, are officially on the same points. Obviously, we knew you guys were going to beat Wolves, but you still got to get the points on the board. That is the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? So you lot, smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this now, watching this back, you know, it's better you do it now, so we don't have to remind you guys to do it later. And big up everybody. You know what I'm saying? Man, what are you saying?
They're also above the mighty Liverpool champions of England as well. I thought it was very convenient that you left that one out.
We had won against Everton and West Ham. We would be on the same points as Manchester City.
They were below you, and then this game they
weren't below us.
They were below you.
Man United have been above us most of the time.
So I'm just saying,
a couple of weeks now.
It's very convenient that just left that part out, in it. But it's fine, isn't it? Also very convenient you left out that you're 10th. Like, it's very convenient stuff. But it's fine. I understand.
I also left out the point that you lost your game. But
that's fine, man. I've still lost the league.
I didn't even mention that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even mention that.
I've still lost the least in the league. I'm still top of the league. You know, it happens. It happens. People lose games. Hey, you know all about it. You know all about it. Teams can lose games. All about that. You know what I mean? So
man. To be fair, as you know, the table is very tight between, like, you know, there's like a 5-point gap. So shit be changing each week. It's a week by week from the way that table be changing.
Yeah. It's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we beat Wolves, and you know, we beat Wolves. Maybe Man City lose to Crystal Palace. That's a tough game, and then it's back to 5 points. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, as it stands, the gap's 2 points. So watch your back on it.
Hey,
but City ain't gonna lose to Palace.
There's still a gap.
Palace are tough. It's a tough game. It's a tough game.
Palace are. You can't be talking down on Palace because they're above you.
But we beat them though.
They're above you.
All right, but we beat them. We beat them. I can't talk down on them because we beat them.
They're above you. Doesn't matter.
They're not a tough place to go. We beat them.
What?
They're not a tough place to go. But any competent team would beat them.
You've only watched football for like 2 years. I understand, but Selhurst Park is
and I've still seen more trophies than you, pal.
I'll be real. Palace away is a difficult fixture still. But United done well to win the game. But you lot were asked that game, but you scored in the right moments.
Yeah, the City got a good record there, no?
We'll see. Daps, what's your record like at Palace?
Yeah, pretty good. I think it's one of them ones. It's always a difficult game, but yeah, like I think maybe last season maybe not so, but last season's an anomaly. Remember going there 4-peak season and being 1-0 down and ending up, I think, winning like 4-1 or something. So,
yeah, that was 3-1. I remember De Bruyne scored a screamer, innit?
It wasn't. It was. I'm pretty certain it was 4-1. But
3-1 or 4-1. Yeah.
Mind you, your memory's better than mine, bro. I can't lie. So
yeah, no, I think it was 3-1. I swear De Bruyne scored a screamer that game.
I know Rico Lewis and Bob were good that game. Very good. Came on, but yeah, it was just before we played Madrid. But yeah, it's one of them ones where it's a hard game, bro. Like Palace away, and this season, even if we forget the past, this season they're looking good, man. Especially at home. So yeah, man, it's a fucking difficult game. Sorry, I'm late, by the way.
But let's not get sidetracked. Yeah, because obviously we now currently have Iron Man versus Captain America in it, civil war, and I just want to make it. I'm Team Mo. Yeah,
same. I am Team Mo Salah, just like I was Team Trent.
Oh, yeah, what are we meaning? What? Hold on. Who's the beef? Are we talking Carragher Mo or are we talking
Carragher Mo?
Bro,
where do you guys stand?
Liverpool Carragher and then Mo Salah by himself.
Yeah, I'm seeing Team Salah, man, all day long.
No, it's Mo versus Carragher versus Richard Hughes versus Slot versus Liverpool fan. Like, it's like everybody versus Mo, bro. Like, and it's crazy. It's so crazy to me because do you know what? Yeah. People know me. I like Liverpool, innit? I like Liverpool a lot. I like the fan base. I think they're very, usually they're very good people, innit? But I just find it so funny, yeah, and so ironic, yeah, that their slogan is "You never walk alone." But every time that's put to the test, every single time that's put to the test, people always walk alone. All the time.
Yeah,
not only is Salah walking alone, Salah's training alone. Did you see the picture that he posted? He's in the gym alone. Like, he didn't get on the flight. He's there alone. Like, he tried to tell his mum and dad, yo, pull up to the Brighton game, because I don't know what's happening after that. He's alone. Yeah. And then it's coming out, raw, you, man, trying to sell him to bring in Semenyo. But I'm like, what happened to you never walk alone? What happened to being, this is Mo Salah, the guy that you, man, put on the same level as Henry. And this is how you, man, are treating him. I can't believe Jamie Carragher came out and said Egypt is one of the most successful in the AFCON, but Salah's never won an AFCON. I can't believe that.
When last year he said that AFCON wasn't a major trophy.
Exactly. I can't believe that. I can't believe what's happening right now to Mo Salah. Like, it's like, when are you going to give the brother the credit that he deserves? If not, like, it
depends on the weather. Picking and choosing is a massive part of this game, Hooks. You know this.
Well, all I know is I've seen some of the response, from the Liverpool fans, and it doesn't add up to
fan base is split, innit? Fan base is split.
Proper split.
It doesn't add up. Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what I'm seeing as well? It's like a lot of Liverpool fans are coming out now and saying, "Oh, Mo Salah didn't carry us last season. Mo Salah didn't carry us last season." By the way, if you remove, even just a fraction of what he did for you, man, last season, you, man, don't win the league. How dare you, man? How dare you, man, say that he didn't carry you last season? The brother broke records, bro. Obviously, he didn't break Henry's record, but he broke records, bro.
He did break Henry's record.
No, not the goals and assisting.
He already beat the goals and assist record. He already beat that one.
He broke the goals and assist record. He got 45 goals and assists.
What, 2020? The over 20 goals and 20, over 20.
He got the most goals and assists ever in a Premier League season.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. The plus 20.
He's talking about the 2021.
Oh.
Yeah. He didn't break that one. You get me? Because that one they're difficult to break. You get me? You know what I'm saying? So not only was he scoring for you, man, he was assisting for you, man. Yeah. And now he's being thrown under the bus. Yeah. But I don't understand why he's being thrown under the bus, because you never walk alone.
Hold on. Can I the one bit I didn't understand, like I'm Team Salah, 100%, yeah. But thrown under the bus, right? I don't understand how he's been thrown under the bus. Like, for me, thrown under the bus is
basically, well, his
by being benched.
His perception is that Liverpool are playing poorly, and the narrative is that it's Salah's fault that Liverpool are playing poorly.
Has anyone said, because this is a bit I don't get. Like, if someone has come out and pretty much said that about Salah, then for me that is throwing under the bus.
But that's
for one or two games.
It's more so that actions speak louder than words, and he's been dropped.
Yeah, I hear you, but I think he's clutching a little bit of that.
Yeah,
one.
If
someone from the board, or someone from the club came out and said, Mo Salah's performances have not been acceptable, I'd take that as thrown under the bus. For me, just being benched for a couple of games is a bit.
No, but it's more so, again. For me, I'm annoyed at I'm real annoyed. Bear with me, Jay. I'm annoyed with the manager, and I'm annoyed with Salah. Actually, I'm actually very annoyed with Salah. Not because I don't believe in what he said. I think I think with Salah, I actually agree with a lot of the things he said. Personally, I think there's a way to go about it, which I feel like for me, I don't think he went the right way about it, because the way I see it, the manager was on a tightrope. Like, the manager for me was very close to being sacked. Very close. Couple more losses, and I think we probably would have been there. However, Mo Salah coming out and saying this has now made it about him.
Yeah.
And he's distracted the whole world from how shit this gaffer is.
Bro, it's like, and now I'm seeing
not what, by the way, not what Salah said. I agree with what he said.
Mons, I thought it was you never walk alone.
But
I'm seeing,
and that's the thing. I agree with what Salah. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm walking with Salah, brother.
No, I'm saying you're not walking with Slot. He won you the league title. Your only league title. Your only ever Premier League title.
No. He is destroying this club from the inside. He's destroying this club from the inside. I'm telling you. And now no one's talking about the Leeds draw. No one's talking about the Sunderland draw. No one's talking about the loss against Forest. No one's talking about that.
Well, no one's talking about Salah. No one's even talking about the fact that Isaac got benched for Ekitike and Ekitike bagged 2 goals.
But, right. We're not speaking about any of that. It's all been rubbish. It's all been rubbish. Everyone's just forgot. Like, everyone's forgotten. This is what's annoying me, because if we're talking about man management, this manager's got terrible man management. Because obviously, if Salah has been benched for those 3 games, which, by the way, has only come across 8 days. 8 days ago, Salah was playing every game. Let's get that one straight. 8 days ago, Salah was playing every game, starting every game. And we were all calling for him to be benched. Liverpool fans, rival fans, everyone's calling for him to be benched 8 games ago. Now, he's come out and said this. I think, personally, these are the words of someone who's either been told by the hierarchy he's not playing another game for this club, so he's going to come out and say something, or
but hold on, why would they have said that?
I don't know. Or for me, he's been say that again, sorry, that if I said it last week.
Why would remove what he said, for a minute, because obviously what he said is a reaction of what you just said, potentially they've said to him. So if the board have potentially said you're not playing for the club again, why have they said that if it's before he's come out with his statement?
This is my point. I feel like these are the words of someone who has an offer on the table.
Well, so let me throw my 2 cents in, because I'm looking at this and I think, first of all, it's one where there isn't really a right answer. There isn't there's just lots of different viewpoints on it. But this is my point, having been through something broadly similar with Kane. I always default to the club. Yeah, always for me, club first over player. Obviously, because my job is not to be Salah's Bezzy. Yeah, I hear what Salah's saying. I think certain players need to be treated at a different level. Salah is a different level. Yeah, he's one of the top 5-10 players in the world over the last 8 years. You don't treat him the same way as you treat every other player. However, to me, this is very selfish. Yeah, I said the same thing when Kane was walking around the golf course. I said the same thing when Kane was trying to.
It's a shame the media didn't say that. But Jay, you have a brain.
Yeah, I was saying it's selfish. Yeah, so Salah is making a selfish decision right now. Not saying he's wrong in what he's saying, but it's selfish because this doesn't help the club in any way, shape, or form. This is, I want to sort my situation out because I don't know what's going to happen if I don't say this before AFCON. Fairs, he's entitled to do that. I think on my side, when I look at it, I say, is he being scapegoated? A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I understand it from the point of view of saying, hey, people are saying Salah should be dropped. Salah then gets dropped. Salah then thinks I'm being scapegoated. But on the flip side, a lot of other players have been dropped. McAllister's been dropped. Ekitike's been dropped. Yeah. Wirtz has been dropped. Isak has been dropped. He's been dropped for 3 games. Again, so nuanced. I understand.
It goes both ways though, because Cody Gakpo hasn't been dropped. Kanate hasn't been dropped. Virgil hasn't been dropped.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't have enough.
There's no buts in that. They haven't been.
No, but you don't have enough. No, but it's not the same. You don't have enough centre backs.
Is it Dutch?
No, you don't have enough centre backs to drop Virgil. You have Joe Gomez. They don't have a backup right winger. They dropped him. Let me land the point. Hold on one second. Because I'm saying you have Joe Gomez, who is cover for Kanate, cover for Van Dijk, cover for Bradley. You have one player covering 3 players. It's not
the same. He's put Gravenberch centre back in.
Yeah, but obviously you don't want to start Gravenberch centre back.
And what cover is there for? What cover is there for Mo Salah? What's like right wing?
I'm saying that Wirtz can play on the right, and he's played on the right in games that you've done all right in. He's saying Chiesa, who people are saying should get chances, he could play.
No,
the 4-4-2.
You can't
mention the 4-4-2. Listen, this is my point. I'm not trying to defend Slot or Salah. I'm just laying down the logical evidence as how I observe it. Against Leeds, he played 4-4-2 diamonds. Yeah, it was Gakpo and Ekitike up top with I think Wirtz in between them. Yeah, that's how I perceive that formation. He could have played Salah as one of those two. He chose not to. I'm not crying about it. Salah might be. To me, this is just very much like Salah's form this season doesn't warrant him not having to track back, him not having to do this, him not having to do that. Yeah, maybe in the past it did, but now it doesn't. I didn't say he did. I'm just laying out. I'm laying out my logic system here.
When does his contract end?
He's got it's 2 years.
A year and a half.
A year and a half. So it's not.
Right, so hear me out, yeah. So from a us man perspective, yeah, Salah is therefore playing chess because he's now locked Liverpool into a scenario where they can't actually get rid of Slot. Because if they get rid of Slot now, people are going to be like, "Oh, look, Salah, I won." Yeah. So thank you, Salah, for that. We appreciate you. Yeah. Now, do you think, yeah, that because in my opinion, I believe that the higher ups have decided that we have to get rid of Mo Salah while he still has value. I think that might be triggered by the fact that you're looking at 400k a week for at least another season. Oh, if we don't make not even Champions League football, if we don't make European football, that's a contract that could hinder us being able to do anything in the next window, and it could spiral into just a negative downfall in it. Because let's be real, for the first time in probably ages, you have a few men on pretty high contracts, and when you don't get that Champions League money, that European money, and you actually you finish, because if you don't get European football, you finish 8th, right? I think it's 8th. Ninth. 8th, 9th in it, and obviously I'm excluding because obviously you could win the FA Cup and then you gain access to Europe in it. But I'm talking purely through the league, and you don't win any cups. Yeah, you're also missing out on that nice bit of money you get from like the TV from where you finish in the league. So you're actually gonna be at a loss. So maybe they're thinking, "Oh, we need to get him off the books and recoup some P's just in case the worst scenario happens." So I think this is something that's definitely triggered by money, yeah. And I think it's also something that a lot of Liverpool fans should look at, like Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, and be like, "Oh, you man, that's kind of an L now. Like it's kind of an L now, isn't it? Like maybe you should have just let him go to Saudi or wherever it was in the summer, in it, because now you kind of put yourself back a bit. In a way, you've kind of put yourself back a bit in it, and now it's gone from, I don't know, it's gone from being all high and happy and all of that to now it's EastEnders now. It's actually just
bro. We're in our Jeremy Kyle era. No, we're in our Jeremy Kyle era.
Yeah.
You know when he goes, why'd you say you did it? Well, you didn't. You're a fucking liar. That's what you know. Jeremy Kyle does that one, bro.
At some point, what was Edwards' role before last time?
He was the old role.
The old role.
Basically Hughes' role. Hughes' role now.
Sporting director. Yeah, but now he's like head of all of it. Like he oversees like.
Oh, it's mad, isn't it?
But the thing is that here's the thing. In terms of how like Salah feels, like what Jay said, I actually agree on that side of it, where he kind of has to sit there and watch Cody Gakpo put stinker after stinker, Konate stinker after stinker, and a lot of the players, Gravenberch, who again, even though he started well, stinker after stinker for quite some time now, continue playing. Now, obviously,
stinker after stinker.
But you get the list can go on in it. It strengthens my point. So obviously you can feel aggrieved at something like that, because if the manager speaks out, when he speaks, he goes, "Oh, it's based on performance." Well, you're not keeping the same.
Yeah,
balance. You're not staying. You're not. Yeah, he's not staying consistent, because if it was performance. So go again.
No, but okay, so like Salah's actually playing worse than all of them.
I wouldn't say worse.
No. If you're saying from his level down, then yeah, there's an argument for that. But I think if you're talking about level and down, then Van Dijk's been up there. If you're talking about level and down, Konate's been there. McAllister hasn't had a single good game this season. Not one. Not at least Salah's had at least 3 good games this season.
Yeah, but
McAllister's not had a single good game this season. Not one.
Yeah, but them playing bad is not as detrimental.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
No. Because if Salah plays bad, you have other goal scorers in the team. Liverpool still scored 24 goals in the league.
No, it's not
Liverpool
about
still
that.
score goals.
It's not about going forward. It's about the other ways.
I agree. But Salah's come out the team. Salah's come out the team, and shit ain't got better.
Yeah, because you're in a bad spot.
No, hold on, but shit has got a little bit. No, hold on.
3 assists in all comps. 5 goals, 3 assists.
Hold on. The defense is a bit better without Salah in the team. It is actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is what
it's definitely. I watched Liverpool against Sunderland, against
so did I.
Against West Ham, and of course the defense is better. You defended better in those games.
Well, no, we defended better because we had Joe Gomez.
No,
that's why we defended better because Joe Gomez came in.
Okay, so I'm not saying that. Obviously,
Joe Gomez came in.
No, but what you're doing now is you're downplaying.
Bradley came back in. We conceded
this is in your opinion. That's
no, that's fact. That's fact.
It's not fact. That's your opinion, bro. That is your opinion.
We conceded 3 goals against Leeds. That's a fact.
No, Monts. It's your opinion.
No. It's not my opinion that we conceded 3 goals,
bro. It could be because Salah was benched.
We conceded 3 goals.
It's your opinion, bro. Like it could be because Salah was benched. I'm not saying it is because Salah was benched. I'm saying you don't know.
We conceded 3 goals on the weekend. That's a fact. You
conceded 10 goals in the 3 games before. You conceded 4 goals in the 3 games. That's an improvement, whether you like it or not. It is an improvement.
Joe Gomez came in.
What are you talking about, bro? Listen,
what do you mean? What am I talking about,
bro?
You're calling for Joe Gomez to come in.
Okay, bro. Listen, I am not fucking saying that Salah is the reason, that your defense started. But I'm saying the defense has improved and Salah's not been in the team, and you are just assuming it's because of Joe Gomez. I'm not saying it's not because Joe Gomez has contributed, but clearly there is potential evidence that the team is defending better without Salah.
Well, again, I disagree that we're defending that much better, bro. I watched the games for 90 minutes. We're still conceding from set pieces. So I don't know why that has anything to do with Salah. At the end of the day, I believe. By the way, I believe Salah shouldn't be benched. I'm all for Salah being benched.
I'm not saying Salah shouldn't be benched, bro. That's my point. You're trying to put it down to Gomez. But before Konate had the outrageous brain fart against Leeds, you were comfy. Against West Ham, you were comfy. I'm saying against Sunderland.
I'm sorry. When we lost 4-1 against...
Oh, bro, but listen, Sunderland up and down, but you forget,
hold on a minute.
Salah played half that game. Salah played half the Sunderland game. Did he not?
Hold on a minute. Say that again, sorry.
I'm saying, did Salah not play the Sunderland game, half the game?
Yes, he played half the game.
Yeah, okay. So basically, if you want to say,
what did that have to do with us conceding? What did that have to do with us conceding?
Bro, because I'm just merely trying to say, I'm not trying to say it's because of Gomez. I'm not trying to say it's because of Salah. But if you immediately say it hasn't got better or it was just as bad as with Salah, I'm like, I think it has got better. And you can say it's because of Gomez. I'm not saying it's not because of Gomez, but we can delve into that without me just saying it's because of Gomez. I don't know it's because of Gomez.
Is it true what Lion Pride? I didn't watch the game, innit? Like Gomez came on and you conceded 2 goals.
Against which?
No, Gomez did come on, but it was Konate.
So Gomez came on.
Bradley came on.
Oh my god, great point. So Gomez came on against Leeds and you conceded 2 goals. But this is the same Gomez that you're saying is the reason that you started defending better.
Yes, because Gomez. Yes, again, because Gomez. Because when Gomez, Gomez, when him coming in, made us so much better defensively. Yes, we conceded the goals through Konate, by the way. And I was going to say that Konate is the reason we went and conceded those goals, by the way. Konate, who no one seems to want to talk about. No one seems to want to to want to have the conversation about Konate, even though he constantly gets compared to the best centre backs in the world. 24/7.
Tell me Ben Gabriel.
There you go. There you go.
My point is, it's a conversation for us to have, to examine, where I'm not just assuming because Gomez came in, the team defended better, or because Salah came out, the team defended better. I'm like, let's look at it properly. I'm like,
Salah coming out. No, what I'm saying, okay, we can disagree on this. Salah coming out the team for me hasn't made a massive difference. I'm still seeing the same tactics. Yeah, I'm still seeing the same tactics. I'm still seeing the same patterns of play. You could say in game we've defended a bit better. That could be because of Gomez, because of Salah. Could be probably both, right? Probably both. That's fine. But the bottom line is that there's not been a massive difference, and there's actually players that could have came in for other players who are playing bad, i.e. Gakpo. The manager said that Chiesa has competition, which is why he's not playing. Well, first of all, Gakpo is putting up stinker after stinker every week, and his competition is Rio, who is 17, who the manager also said that Rio has played enough minutes that a 17-year-old should play. So I don't know what competition he's talking about there. Salah's already been dropped. So what competition does Chiesa have to play on the right now? Szoboszlai, he's not even the right attacking mid. So what you're saying isn't wrong. Like, but my point is, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I'm not just going to say you're right because I can't be bothered to think about it. I'll be like, okay, let me look at the games. Let me look at the teams you played. Let me look at the lineups that were picked, and then I can maybe see if there's a trend. I'm just looking at it from the point of view of, like, in my opinion, I feel that in these last 3 games, Liverpool have broadly in the games defended better. They have thrown said games away, but they were throwing games away in injury time when Salah was throwing games away. But by the way, we were throwing games away when Salah was playing. We were throwing games away when Salah was playing as well. Let's not like Virgil van Dijk didn't slap the ball when Salah was playing.
Exactly. And didn't take fresh air. Exactly. So my point is that right now, in this moment. So my point, Hooks, and in this moment, right, I don't think there's any definitive data to say Slot is right or wrong, to say that Salah is right or wrong at this moment in time. There's legacy data to say that Salah is a pristine footballer and should be treated slightly differently to other footballers. But in terms of the decision-making right now, I'm not going to say Slot's wrong, and I'm not going to say he's right. The results are probably indicating, I don't know, like maybe
Slot was right to drop Salah. No. Stop. I think he was right to drop Salah.
I'm not waffling in the slightest, Michael. I'm saying a well-rounded discussion because this is a nuanced discussion. I don't think there is a specific right or wrong answer. We're just having a conversation.
Go on, Hooks.
I just want to say, like, clearly Slot dropped Salah because he's noticed that the defensive side of the game is lacking. Hence why you drop Salah. Like you say, we still can see goals from set pieces, but Salah doesn't help you from set pieces. So you need someone else that can be a body in the box that can potentially help you from set pieces. Like, it may not make a difference, but he's trying to make a difference. And I think something that people are not quite understanding is, like, you're already in a bad place. Like, so you can argue he's tried to change it a bit too late. You can argue that, but you're already in a bad place. So just because you make a change that makes sense because defense is your issue and he's trying to solve that, like, you're still in a bad place. That's still going to bleed over. Like, it's going to take longer than a couple games to get that back on track. So, so what it is now is it's for me at least, it's either you carry on keeping Mo Salah out of the team because you want your defense to improve and the team gets used to that, or you have big man serious conversations with Salah and you say you have to start doing the defensive work, which I don't think he's going to do.
He won't do that.
He's not going to do that. But but you know how the Premier League is now. Like, the Premier League is so intense that you don't really have, like, you can't have luxury players like Salah anymore.
Well, you can, because you did it last season. It's just the manager is deciding. The manager is utilizing, in my opinion, the wrong player.
But he's
not. What I'm saying. I'm not saying. Yeah, for me, Salah deserved to be dropped. I think in terms of the team defending better, like, it's just, again, like, it's everything seems to be Salah's fault. Like, what because Konate is swinging and missing the ball at fresh air. Because Van Dijk is slapping the ball like it's Virgil van Volleyball. All of these things that, like, a lot of these goals Not all of them, because some of them are structural things.
So why are you blaming the manager then if they're making mistakes?
Because I don't blame the manager for just defensive issues. I'm blaming the manager for the patterns of play, the man management, the fact that we have no midfield, the fact that he hasn't improved a single player since the start of the season. It's been a constant decline with all the money he's given. I blame the manager for all of these things. The fact that he contradicts himself every time he speaks, and that the changes he makes is not consistent compared to other players.
Are not playing well. That's their fault. That's their own.
What do you mean players are not playing well? That's their fault. Are you Amorim in or out? Are you Amorim in or out?
Our players are playing well though, without hit with Spike.
Are you Amorim in or out?
Don't act like that West Ham didn't.
Are you Amorim
didn't happen?
Are you Amorim in or out? It's just a yes or no question.
I am now Amorim out after last week. Yes.
You're Amorim out.
Yeah, after last week. That's not the same thing. Not the same thing. Okay.
Why is it not the same thing?
Because Amorim, the reason I'm Amorim out is because for some reason he goes 1-0 up and then parks the bus. Slot doesn't do that.
What did we do against West Ham?
Stop playing attacking football.
Wait. What did we do against West Ham?
Yeah, we did that. But I'm saying he's parked the bus last 2 games because your defense is making mistakes. That's why he's parking the bus. And bear in mind, by the way, they got the win against West Ham. We parked the bus and seemed to not get the win. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not the same thing. And also, Slot won you a league title. Slot didn't. Amorim won me the Prem. I would be Amorim.
I was kind of waiting for about the league title thing. Yeah. But since the league title, we've been arse and cheeks.
No, Mon's ungrateful. He's ungrateful. Leave him.
Yes, I'm saying. If Amorim won me the Premier League title, I would happily take an extra 3 months.
Mons, you know you're ungrateful. Look what you're chatting right now, man.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Yeah. Anyway, what I'm saying is that the manager.
Can we address the fact that you're doing whataboutism? Like we're having a conversation about Salah, and instead of focusing on Salah, you're going, oh, what about Cunha?
Because I've already I'm not doing whataboutism. We've spoken about Salah. I've literally been speaking about Salah the whole time. I was saying I don't think about
you dragged in someone else.
No, that's not every. No, not every time.
Because that's the only way. Because Hooks, that's the only way you can defend Salah's behavior. By saying, what about this player? What about
Salah is their best ever player in Premier League history.
Bro, but I'm saying
my goal
is it Salah FC or Liverpool FC?
Exactly.
Because the only way you can defend him is to justify why he's saying what he's saying. And to justify what he's saying when he's only scored 4 Premier League goals. I
didn't justify.
I'm not saying you are trying to justify. I'm saying the only way you can justify what Salah's saying is to bring other players into it, in my opinion. Because other than that, if you're a supporter,
what do you mean justify what you're saying?
What do you mean? What Salah's come out and said, should have been kept indoors, in my opinion. It doesn't benefit.
We've all agreed with that.
100%. That's what I'm saying. So when you start bringing up other players, what you're doing is you're trying to defend him. But I'm saying it's difficult to defend him if you don't bring up other players. Do you see? If you just judge,
it's a team game. It's a team game. What we doing?
But what do you mean? What we're doing there? The context is Isak's been dropped this season. Ekatike's been dropped this season. McAllister's been dropped this season. Gakpo's been dropped this season. Yeah.
Right.
Now Salah
and other players. Van Dijk hasn't been dropped. Konate hasn't been dropped.
Why would you drop these 2 players when you only have Gomez? Why would you drop Van Dijk? Are you honestly telling me you dropped Van Dijk for Gomez?
Bro, hold on.
Are you telling me you dropped Van Dijk for Gomez?
Yeah, come on.
No. Genuinely, you're saying you dropped Van Dijk for Gomez?
No. Again, why would I drop Salah for a right winger that whose legs are gone? His legs are also gone in Chiesa. Yes, he's coming on and scoring goals, but Salah's also scored goals. The bottom line is, I would drop Konate. I would drop Konate for Joe Gomez. My opinion is there hasn't been consistency across the board. You can't sit there and tell me other players have been dropped. And then when I tell you that there's other players that also should be dropped, just like Salah, you're sitting there arguing. It don't make no sense.
Well, I'm saying, why would you drop your starting centre back?
Be balanced, Jay. Be balanced. You're talking about how balanced you are. Be balanced, bro.
But I am balanced, bro. No, I'm not.
You're not being balanced,
bro. Listen.
Van Dijk can get dropped just like Salah, bro. Van Dijk can get dropped just like Salah.
You're all over. Joe Gomez is barely fit. Yeah.
What do you mean he's barely? He's fit. He's been fit. He's fit to play, bro.
If Joe Gomez plays 3 games in a row, I will quit this.
He's fit.
Impossible. He can't play 3 games in a row.
All right, man. Konate can be injury prone as well. At this point, we're already in an emergency. Van Dijk can get dropped the same way Salah can get dropped. Why not? For Joe Gomez? Why can't he be dropped?
Bro, you can't drop
I thought a player's not undroppable. I thought a player's not undroppable.
Yeah, I will tell you, Van Dijk is undroppable for Joe Gomez. Van Dijk is undroppable for Joe Gomez.
With Salah, it's no player's undroppable. But where Van Dijk is for who?
Bro, yeah, Van Dijk's undroppable for Joe Gomez. I'm sorry.
Dropping Van Dijk.
That's a big drop.
So Van Dijk's undroppable, but Salah's not undroppable.
Yeah, Salah's definitely droppable, bro.
All right.
Yeah, I would say.
I'm not saying Salah's not undroppable.
Mons, I hear what you're saying, by the way, but Van Dijk's different to Salah. We know that.
No, he's not different to no, he's not, bro. Not the way he's been playing. Not the way he's been playing. The way Van Dijk's been playing.
Ask anybody on this panel.
No. The way Van Dijk. I'm keeping the same energy. You don't always say, man, I'm not mentioning Van Dijk. Van Dijk always gets away with things.
Van Dijk is costing them goals every game. He's costing them goals.
Van Dijk has been poor as well, bro. He's been poor.
No, Mons, I know this, Mons.
Van Dijk
You're
telling me no players undroppable. How dare Salah say this?
No,
Van Dijk can't be dropped.
No, Mons, I can explain. You see Salah last year, you accommodated your game to help him thrive, and it worked. He got the 40 GA, whatever it was. He won the league, whatever. Van Dijk is adaptable, meaning you can play in different systems, and I think he can perform a certain type of way. Salah this season can't do the defensive work, and you're not getting away with it. Whereas Van Dijk can still make mistakes and still adapt to a different style of play, if you get rid of Slot or not. Salah isn't miraculously going to, if you change your manager, going to start defending. He's not, bro.
No player is undroppable, bro.
At the end of the day, my GOAT would never, and this is disgraceful. Walk alone is rubbish.
What do you mean your GOAT? Your GOAT's a year off.
This is why I don't like your stupid glove gimmick of you'll never walk alone. That rubbish.
I knew Chance was there for a reason. I knew he was there for a reason.
But go on. By the way, Jay, what about ism? He's talking about other man.
Yeah, I'm saying, okay, but one thing I'll say to you as well, Mons, is the alternative, like you can say, okay, why can't we drop Van Dijk for Gomez? I'm like, you spent 120 million pounds.
No. I said Van Dijk.
So I'm like, I'd say Wirtz as an option, signing 120 million pounds German Bundesliga superstar and saying, I'm going to play you instead of Salah. I think to me is slightly different from saying we're going to drop your generational centre back for a guy that barely can stay fit.
Focusing
also was having issues himself.
JJ, you're focusing on one thing, bro. I said Van Dijk can get dropped. I said Konate can get dropped. I said Gakpo. These guys can get dropped. Like Konate can definitely get dropped for Joe Gomez. 100%.
Yeah, he can.
Right. Gakpo can get dropped for Chiesa, right?
If Joe Gomez wasn't your first cover, but I'm saying Joe Gomez is your first cover for 3 positions. So I'm saying keeping Gomez on the bench.
Conor Bradley's back now.
Yeah, but as I say, and Conor Bradley, when he came off against Leeds for Gomez, you can see the 2 goals, right?
Because of Konate.
Okay, cool. But Gomez was also on the pitch.
Because of Konate.
The first goal was Konate's fault. But I didn't see
because of Konate.
So I still think I would still pick Konate over Joe Gomez personally.
I'm not saying, brother. You realize I'm not saying that Joe Gomez is better than Konate. We've gone past the use your brain, bro. I'm saying
using my bro. Listen,
use your brain. No one said that.
Bro. Hey Jay, man told you to use your brain.
I know, yeah.
You know, using his brain, bro.
He's not just operating on emotional
how dare you say that?
I picked Konate over Joe Gomez. Well, obviously,
he's the lawyer.
He's not playing well, so we can get dropped.
But what's your justification? Because Van Dijk doesn't get dropped, that Salah shouldn't get. I don't understand your point here. Like the point just it doesn't make any sense.
You listed me players who have been dropped as well. He has been dropped. Yeah, you gave me a list of players.
So midfielders and attackers have been dropped. Absolutely fair.
Which is absolutely fair. But there are also players that aren't being dropped that are still playing week in, week out who deserve to get dropped. What is wrong with that?
Okay, so in the attack and midfield, can you name a player that's not been dropped this season that should have been dropped?
I feel like we're going in circles.
Bro.
Welcome to Never a Foul.
Listen, that's it. Like that's all it is. Gakpo's been dropped, and Gakpo should have been dropped. He should long time have been dropped for more than 2 or 3 or 4 games.
Who? Wirtz.
Chiesa. The Chiesa could have been Wirtz. Ekitike can play on the left.
Okay, so, but a second ago you said that Salah shouldn't get dropped for Chiesa.
No. I'm saying no. I was saying that in comparison to the gap between Van Dijk and Gomez, and the gap between Chiesa and Salah. As in, he's someone who I think, even though he can pop up in the right times, his legs are basically gone as well, and he's nowhere near the player he was, and
he's way off the level that Liverpool probably should be playing week in, week out all the time. But he still deserves to get some minutes and to start a game. So Salah can get dropped for Chiesa.
Okay, so listen.
Konate can't get dropped for Gomez, or these man. Every man can get dropped, bro. No one's on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think for my personal,
that's not what you're saying. You said Van Dijk is undroppable, but anyway,
I think your club captain and best centre back is undroppable. To me, I don't see any benefit.
No
in
players
Van Dijk.
undroppable. No players undroppable. No players.
I'd say your club captain and best centre back is fairly undroppable right now. Now in the situations you're at, dropping Van Dijk is not helping. We can agree to disagree.
That's fine. We can agree to disagree. We can agree to disagree. You're dropping Stinker up. You're dropping Stinker.
Bro, if Slot drops Van Dijk for Gomez, that's his job. That's his job.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Van Dijk needs to be dropped right now for Joe Gomez.
Bro, he's undroppable. Your club captain and best centre back is undroppable.
Bro, no players undroppable. Bro, all right, man. All right.
He's undroppable.
No players undroppable. But when we talk, if anyone argues that point for certain other players outside of Van Dijk,
you can argue.
You're Player FC and this, and you're not Liverpool FC.
Did I not earlier say that Salah's been one of the best players in the world? Yeah, I said he's been one of the best players in the world over the last 8 years, top quality player, yada yada. But I'm saying to you right now, in this situation, what's going on with Liverpool? Your club captain and arguably best centre back of all time. This is not a situation or time to drop Van Dijk. I would say, to me, based on your circumstances, he is undroppable right now, especially if the alternative is to drop him for Joe Gomez. I'm sorry, that just can't happen.
See, that's my thing. It's not that Van Dijk is undroppable. I think he's undroppable for Gomez. If Leone wasn't injured, then I'd be like, all right, cool.
That's a different argument. That's the argument I made.
Maybe give the young G some minutes.
Yeah, but Hooks, that's a different argument.
Konate should be getting dropped before Van Dijk.
That was my point also. But the point Jay was focusing on was Van Dijk. I was just saying that there's also players that are playing as well as Salah that deserve to be dropped. A lot of men deserve to be dropped. And the fact that we're talking about so many men that deserve to be dropped, Jay's mentioned 4 or 5 guys that have already been dropped. I gave him another 3 names that are playing and that should be dropped.
Doesn't that Slot's going anywhere though? It looks like they're trying to find him.
Hold on, Ches. And who is the overarching factor of so many players?
Common denominator.
You have to look. The common denominator is the manager.
Yeah. But Mons, looks like they're trying to back him. Do you think it's PR?
Say that again.
It looks like they come out and say, "Oh, we want to back the manager." Do you think it's PR? Do you think that?
They are going to back him.
I just think
he should have a statue on that ground.
Ches, I said,
I think they should have a statue of him. In my opinion,
Ches, I believe Salah's right in what he's saying.
He won their only Premier League title. That is actually
who said
one they won in
Bo, hold on. For a guy that always talks about history, yeah.
I didn't even talk about history.
No, not you. I mean,
one Premier League title.
I mean, this guy next to me, yeah. Like, you know that trophies span further than Premier League.
No, I know, but I didn't
you know
say,
he shouldn't have a. Bro, anyway,
I didn't say only league title.
There's no way Slot should have a trophy. That is mental.
Right, but listen, I think that the fact that they want him out is mad ungrateful for what he did to him last season, because they were wrote off last season.
I also see
they go through one little bad patch and now they all want him out.
I hear you. I hear you, but hold on. I hear you, but I also do see the other side, that whereas like with Pep last season, Pep had bare injuries going on. This manager Slot, had no injuries, right?
Yeah, but
he just fucking fumbled it. So I do understand both sides for me personally.
But the reason why I'm saying
players like
I said it before. I said it before even the season started. I was saying to Mons, like, no banter. Yeah, I was saying you haven't won a league. You won one on the clock, which was sick. And because that one league, they get the socks out and stuff. I get it. It's fine. He wins in the champs as well, and they're competitive. Even though they lost some leagues, Mons will admit, they were very good in the league. Mane, Salah, BVD, cool. Slot comes in, wins in his first season. One bad patch or one bad season, let's call it, if they don't recover, and they want him out. Armageddon.
Ches, be careful, Mr. Chelsea fan. Listen, because they're...
by the way, that's when we lose the conversation. You being a Chelsea fan is nothing to do what I just said.
Yes, it is. Because...
nothing to do what I just said. Zero.
Listen, right. Let me explain why, please. Because with them, they've gone from champions first, fucking... like looking proper, winning last season. Last season under Slot, you were first. And how many games did you lose all season? 3?
No, 4, but we lost 1. By the time we won the league, we'd only lost 1. Mathematically,
right, okay. There we go. So you've gone from being that team to the team they are now. Where you're 10th, yeah? 10th, and you are not retaining your trophy. And so Monts is saying we should get rid of the manager. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Chelsea, if you drop 10 places as a manager between seasons, then your fan base are calling for their head.
And
Don't say you're not.
You know, some of the managers,
you know that happens.
Every single Chelsea fan will tell you, other than a few, like AVB and stuff, most managers who got sacked, we probably didn't deserve to take rid of them, like Ancelotti and stuff.
But you know that your fan base was screaming for their heads.
No, the fan base wasn't. That's the problem. The thing is,
I'm aware it's a different club, though. I'm just saying it's a bit.
Chelsea was built off doing that. Chelsea's success was built off doing that. Liverpool's success was built off giving managers time.
There is one to Daps here. I hear what Daps is saying, but the problem is Chelsea fans, if you ask them back then and even now, we would rather have a sustained manager and see how it went. Whereas our owner...
Is your fan base calling for his head?
Daps, one sec. Our owner wanted to do it his way, which what Touchhands is saying, and it worked. But even though it worked, we might have been more successful. I had more of a dynasty if we'd kept one manager and stuck to it.
I agree with you, but sorry, everyone else on the panel here, am I smoking, or is it Chelsea's fan base that often are calling for managers' heads?
Yeah.
Not always.
I wouldn't know.
Not always.
Yeah, I would say
to be fair, they did want Pochettino, but if Pochettino had won in the Premier League,
Potter after how many games?
Bro, is he too short? But we were surprised as a fan base when he got sacked, bro.
Exactly. Thomas Tuchel, they didn't want out when he won the Champions League.
We didn't want Tuchel.
No, I agree with the Tuchel one. Tuchel's the way one. You didn't want
the only one recently. Genuinely, the only one recently we were like, get out. It's obviously Poch.
One thing I'll say quickly on Slot is the manager himself, respect to him, he's had a lot of success in his career. Like, I know it's at different levels, like Dutch League. Like, this is probably the worst period of Slot's coaching career. Do you know what I mean? I think he will learn. I think he will improve. But I also will say
back in Holland.
No, but what he still did very good.
They say he spent 500 million, but all their players are flops.
No, but that's why I'm like, do you attribute all of that blame to him? Do you attribute it to the Richard Hughes?
I'm not going to well despite the manager.
Yeah, I'm just saying with Slot, as a manager, his profile as a manager, there's not a huge number of managers with that profile. I'm not saying that he should keep his job just because of that. But I'm saying that, like, for Liverpool to sack him and then be like, all right, who's going to come in? Who's going to be the next guy? You know, that is still a question for them. Because I do think, like, there isn't a huge number of managers with that profile. Obviously, his job's on the line. But I think Liverpool, like, having spent the money, having backed him, having won a league, good relationship with Hughes and Edwards, I think they want to see him come out the other side. And I think watching managers like Pep last season struggle for, like, months. For months, I think that has maybe softened. Pardon?
Jay, we're 10th.
Yeah, but you're 3 points off. That's
what I'm saying.
Exactly.
You finished 10th, and I hear it.
Oh, now we're 3 points.
No, but Mons, because the league is so weak this season, so competitive.
It's tight.
This is even worse. The league is so weak, it makes it even worse.
No, let me rephrase that. Because it's so competitive in the league, once we can all have bad seasons and still have good seasons. That makes sense.
Yeah, and I don't know. You can brand it ungrateful, man. It's just
I think you can be third in games.
It's not standards because Liverpool never had standards. You've been shit 35 years.
Okay.
How can you be shit 35 years? You've never had standards. Okay, months. Because everyone says you like your max 25. Yeah, max 25. When you grew up, you weren't supporting Liverpool. They weren't good.
I appreciate that.
Okay, cool. When you were growing up, Liverpool weren't good. They weren't good.
Never forget that.
You know what I'm saying? They weren't good.
And once is gonna remember that to go sleep, bro.
I don't know how.
Ches, to be fair, 25.
No, you're young, Mons. You're young. But it's just funny.
Yeah, I'm a young guy. Sorry, go on. Sorry, Touchdown, go on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you grew up, Liverpool weren't good. They wouldn't have standards. Check out what I'm saying. It's not standards. He won you your Premier League title, your only Premier League title, by the way. Yeah, because the other one was Kobe. We don't count them. We don't count Kobe titles. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, they won the Premier League title. Yeah, bear in mind he wasn't the favorite. You get what I'm saying? Bear in mind he wasn't the favorite. People had, I think you probably third favorites behind Arsenal and City, and he had no signings. He now signs £500 million worth of players. He now obviously has to find ways to use those players, but It's not his fault. Isak stinking out the gaff. Wirtz has looked awful. He just looks terrible.
It's not the manager. It's not the manager.
Kirkes and Frimpong have been stinking. Mamadashvili's been stinking. He bought a centre back, and the centre back got injured in his first game. Do you get what I'm saying? I can carry on. Yeah, these are not his fault. The only player that's done well is Ekitike. Do you get what I'm saying? And even Ekitike, you know, he's still adapting at times. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him have bad games. I think before these games, he scored 1 in 9, or something like that. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So,
as fun as it is to troll Liverpool's COVID Premier League title, you do realize that
that is a title.
They pretty much won the league before anything really with COVID happened in that season. Like,
listen, if that's the narrative people want to run, I'm kind of as a COVID title.
That season was mad. But it's not even a narrative. It's like they literally won the league like prior to not officially, but on like they was in such a strong position that like for them to lose the league from that point would have been the greatest bottle.
Yeah, but Hooks, I hear it. But you know, when we talk about the COVID period, we always say take 2 years off your life, innit? Like our ages are 2 years back because it didn't really happen. We lost 2 years, bro. We couldn't even go outside. So how we count a title when you couldn't even go outside?
I mean, I still went outside.
Didn't you win your Champions League just off the back of COVID?
Incorrect. People at the stadium, bro.
Yeah, just
that also has an hysterics as well. No. That has an hysterics as well.
Why are people stuttering? Why are we stuttering? It was outside. That Paps was there. Daps told them. People were there, bro.
People were at the ground, but there was a lot of spaces between people.
Yeah.
Listen, I'd rather that than watch it on YouTube.
I'm pretty sure during my run in the Premier League that there were crowds. There was. But
start of the season up until January. After January, maybe the very end of the season. Maybe the very end.
Not until most of our campaign. Because remember when we lost to Watford 3-0 and people thought we were going to do the. Remember we was at the whole Invincible thing. Is yours gold? Remember that? Hooks, you're an Arsenal fan. You remember that about the whole Invincible thing? There was crowds all the way up until then. By that point, it was 20 points clear.
Yeah, I see it. Listen, I can't lie. I see it as a title. I don't.
Yeah, even so, I don't even know why we're going off topic about the COVID title thing. We're going off topic. The bottom line is
to use that line.
But it's a banter thing. But the bottom line is with the manager. You named touchline. You named a bag of things that weren't the manager's fault. Well, there's a bag of things that aren't the manager's fault. If you can't bench 11, you can't bench 11 players, unfortunately. And the common denominator is the manager. His style of play is dry. We moved the ball too slow. He's changed the style of play. It's got worse. No players improved under the manager since the start of the season. And you can say Liverpool have no standards, or we can have standards now. Regardless of what you think, we can have standards now. And he's not hitting those standards. 450 million.
You think if you get a new manager in, it just changes like that?
Never said that. Never said that. I think with this manager, long term, he's not the guy for the job. His man management is awful, and you can see in evidence now. Liverpool are going through their era of what? Jeremy Kyle era. This manager's
sorry. Just two things before we go. One is obviously you're saying that saying about the manager now, but who platformed Salah to have his best season, kind of arguably ever? You got to give that. Whilst obviously,
have I rewrote history?
No, but I'm saying, well, you have to say he's not the manager. But what I'm saying is if Salah said I had a good relationship with the manager, now you're saying he's not a good man manager. Okay, with regards to squads, bar Salah, who is difficult to manage, because do you not remember last year when he was walking through the thing when Klopp was leaving? And he said, if I speak, there'll be fire. Yeah. Do you remember he said that? That's Salah speaking to a manager that's been in charge of him for 6+ years, that he has a good relationship with. Yeah. And he was willing to say that to press unprovoked. So to me, to say Slot's not a good manager, maybe he's not. But one of the things
I didn't say he's not a good manager.
I swear you just said that, Mons. Like, don't gaslight me, because I'll rewind the stream and I'll listen back. You just said Slot's man management, yeah? And I'm saying to you, that's one of the things.
You know what?
That's one of the things. Wait, does poor man management mean you're...
Bro, let me land the point.
Poor man management, hold on. Don't put words in my mouth. Does poor man management mean you're a bad manager? Yes,
this is the heated stream for real.
The same way good man management don't mean you're a good manager, bad man management.
No, that's what you just said. I'm saying that one of the reasons you brought Slot in, and one of the things he was praised for before Slot was hired was his people and management skills, his personal skills. He was credited with that several times as to why he had a good personality. Even last season, people were talking about how good a personality he was, and how now it's like he doesn't have management skills. What?
They've not. No. They were complimenting his ruthlessness because remember, match day 1, Kwanzaa has one bad game against Delap. We don't see him for the rest of the season, barely. They were complimenting his ruthlessness. No one was saying he's a great man manager. I've not said Slot is a shit manager. I'm saying he's not good enough to take Liverpool forward. You can be a good manager, just be a good manager somewhere else. You can be a good manager, not be good enough to manage Liverpool.
You're still the reigning league champions.
Remember that whenever you have anything negative to say about this team.
What do you mean? What you remember it when you have negative things to say about your manager?
I'm not, bro. At the end of the day, football is. If I could negate every argument, I'm the
bro. I wasn't the one barking on stream. That was you. You were barking on stream months ago. Yeah, you can never me. Who was powering?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jay, you joined in with the barking when you on the Europa League when we were celebrating together.
I'm not trying to be.
It's funny Jay said that. It's funny Jay said that.
I'm not trying to be contrarian right now. But what I am trying to do is hold you to standard of what you were saying about your club and your manager.
Wait,
go on, Jay.
Do you think Jay can seriously sit there and gaslight the man? Then first of all, Jay, I'm the one you're saying I'm upholding the standard.
That's like I'm telling you.
Hold on. Jay, you can bring up the barking. You can bring up the barking in context. Yes, Jay, I was barking. First of all, I'm pretty sure we were screaming and shouting when you guys won your Europa League. You was joining with little barkers on. But listen,
the rage bait thing.
We'll go away from that.
Well, you can't say anything about
Jay, I'm saying if I could sit here,
Jay's barking would definitely be more intelligent with the words he comes up with. I can't lie. It would be.
Every more like.
Jay's officially the urban Tom from I'm a Celeb.
He's upholding the standards. When I'm the one speaking about I want this manager sacked, and he's talking to me about upholding standards. What the fuck is he talking about?
That's not, bro. Don't put words in my mouth. I did not say
don't put words in your mouth.
I didn't say one word of what you just said.
That's rich.
What I said to you was,
I didn't say this manager was a bad manager.
No, what I said is you criticize Slot's man management skills. I pulled you up on it. And then I also said, you said this manager is not good enough to take you forward. You were barking in the summer based off what this manager had given you. So yes, something's changed.
Based off the signings. The signings. What are you talking about?
Bro, you're entitled to change your mind based on new information. But what you're not entitled to do is pretend that none of that happens. Okay? And that's what I'm trying to
pretending that none of it happened. Who's doing that?
You are pretending that none of it. What did
I say to pretend that none of this has happened? What did I say?
Bro, your whole demeanor now. Bro, your whole demeanor about like Slot
not
is
my
not
demeanor. What did I say?
Revisionism. It's revision.
Oh my God,
if a man is good enough to make me bark on stream, I surely can't be running things up on performance.
What did I say?
4 months later. Barking on stream. That's enough for you to say no.
What did I say to delete what Arne Slot has
done? You man on the room.
Oh, I can't lie. A man making me bark on stream. Were you wearing a collar?
Go to the shop.
Again, yeah.
You man on your own room or something?
Yeah, pause on that. No. I want you to answer the question, bro. I want you to answer the question. What did I say to delete or to say to discredit everything he's done or whatever? What have I said? And don't tell me my demeanor. I'm done with the girl math. Don't tell me my demeanor.
Okay, that's fine, bro. That's fine if you don't think your demeanor.
Answer. Don't go quiet now. Answer my question.
Bro, you used to wear a robe on stream.
No, Jay.
What do you mean, bro? What are you basing that debate? Bro, you are not basing that behavior on nothing. Bro, what caused you to wear a robe? What caused you to? Was it the players? Was it the manager?
No, do you know why I'm asking you? Do you know why I'm asking you that? Because I'm the first person that I always say, thank you for the Prem. He'll go down in folklore. Sure. I will never deny what he's done last season. What he done last season was phenomenal with no money at his disposal. I always say that. Say that. Cool. So again, Jay, what did I say today
That's fine, bro. Don't worry about me, bro.
Yeah, but you can't answer it. As I said, you can't answer it.
Telling me about man's demeanor. Bro, you can't kid a kidder. That's gaslighting 101. You're like, please please give me a specific example right now. I want the manager out now. But that doesn't watches the streams. You watch the streams, I watch the streams. If you think I'm being unfair, I'm being unfair. That's fine. If people in the stream think I'm waffling, I'm waffling. It has no bearing on what I'm saying to you. I couldn't give a fuck what you have to say. Not you specifically. I mean the comments, because at the end of the day, we have to talk about stuff every week with very little run up. Yeah. So sometimes things can be a little inconsistent. Month, I'm saying to you, you were very happy with the team and the squad in the summer. Now you're saying that Slot can't move forward with the club. I'm saying to you, if a manager had me barking in the summer, I might give him a little bit more time. You don't have to. You don't have to. Based off new information, you're saying the manager's not good enough. That's okay with me, but please don't act like you didn't think this manager was good enough. You thought he was good enough. You were sure he was good enough. You thought you were going into a dynasty, and now you're not.
Yeah, I didn't want the manager out the second we won the league. No, of course, I didn't want the manager.
I think his point is, let me break it down. I think his point is, you've gone from two extremes. You've gone from wearing glasses, robes, sweating with a crown on your head,
always that
to doing 2 a.m. streams on a Monday night.
Hold on.
No, months you go from doing that to doing 3 a.m. streams on a Monday. It's a bit extreme.
No. First of all, it wasn't just the manager why I was getting so excited. It was actually the signings that we were making, because again,
no, but you thought the manager could help the signings, isn't it? Obviously.
Months, are you in this? Months, are you in this? Are you in this? Is that you, I see at the back? Was that you, I see at the back?
Unfortunately, I'm not. I wouldn't have minded being there, but unfortunately, I'm not. Do you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying though, that Jay's trying to skip over the fact that I asked him a simple question. He still can't answer it to this second. The bottom line is that the manager was fine last year. He didn't do anything wrong. In fact, he's done more than fine. He's done a brilliant job. But right now, from what I've seen from this season, hence why I always stated from this season, he hasn't. The points I gave to Touchline about why I didn't want the manager here were all based on this season. Not erasing what he done last season, but it's all based on what I've now seen.
You don't want to give him time to.
No, I don't. No, I don't want to give him time. And
you don't think he's earned time.
I think personally he's lost. I think he's lost the dressing room. Personally, I think he's lost the dressing room, and that's another major point as to why I think a manager kind of has to go. I think going forward in the long term, I think that's something that is majorly concerning to me, regardless of the money.
Hold on, my pen's in my hand, but do we have time to go over the whole Jay said Arsenal were going to drop points, and then Arsenal dropped points, and then City gained, and some people were in the chat were a little bit annoyed. Do we have time for Arsenal? Do we have time for Arsenal?
Hook said the league was done, remember?
United.
Hook's been saying trebles and stuff.
That's nasty work. That's nasty work. I'm still waiting for you to answer my question.
There was a small press.
Let's move on to Hook. Hook's is quiet in the corner, man.
We'll move on, man. All I'm saying.
Pens in the hands.
Hook said the league was done. Remember Hook? YouTube
I think we might start getting to the point where Arsenal out 3 away games without a win.
Fine.
Cool. Trying to get a bit.
Let's get these super
chats.
Talking
about trebles and that though.
Let's get these super chats. Shout out someone. He goes, as an Egyptian, all I want to say to Carragher is keep my country's name out your goddamn mouth. Says Solomon. Shout out Echo Fools. He says Carragher and Salah said Salah only does interviews when he wants something, and when Salah proved him right 2 weeks later, he's a politician. Says Echo Fools. Shout out Mr. Offer B. He says Monts, take your make America great again hat off for a minute and listen to others. Salah doesn't defend. Been done that on flank on all season. Gakpo does shit, but still. Gakpo don't defend. Barely defends as well, by the way. Shout out God AEM. Just so months on Sky Sports. Big up with the super chat. He goes, why was that guy? Oh, Jay Boffroyd. Big up Jay Boffroyd, by the way. Why was that guy not letting you speak? He's so annoying. Refused to let you land. Just interrupting you. Jay's Jay, innit? Not this Jay Boffroyd.
I also won't let him land. So it might be a Jay thing. It might just be a Jay.
I don't as well.
Just keep flying in the
air. Shout out Kafka goes, big up NAF and BSP, horny sluts. Halt! shout out every day, man. Yeah, get that guy out of my club, man. But yeah, Hooks. Jay wanted to pull you up on your Hooks. By the way, Hooks, even though it's not part of the title, I know. And by the way, Arsenal actually have a game tomorrow, which is actually different, and it's actually Champions League today.
Yeah, I know. We always want to talk about Arsenal, though. No, so I'm gonna.
We're talking to you, not about Arsenal, bro. You said it was done.
Wait, winning the treble, bro.
Wait. So I actually need to go in a bit. So, by the way, nothing's changed for me. Okay. The league's still done. Yeah. When I said the league is done, I in my head already knew that Arsenal was going to drop points.
Okay.
The whole point behind me saying the league is done is I believe
it's in there. It's in Jake's hands.
Quick question, Hooks. Hooks, one question. So you say the league is done because I'm pretty certain you have said the league will be done by the time you come to the Etihad game week 32.
He said his birthday.
He did say that.
What I said was it would be ever so beautiful to add the Etihad.
No, you didn't. You said you're going to win the league at their ground. I remember you said it.
It would be ever so beautiful. But can I finish?
I just wanted to ask because you said you still think the league is done. When do you think the league will be done by? Is it still by the time you come to?
No, I think we've won the league already. Like, I think it's just not official. Like in my opinion, and that was always
that is what type of.
That's nothing. It doesn't mean anything, is it?
That's always nothing. So my thing is Arsenal drop points, but Arsenal are going to be the more consistent team in the league throughout the remainder of the season. Like
even though currently you're not, you still think you will be. Okay, fair enough.
As I said, over the course of the season.
So
I said over the course of the season.
Let me ask you this question.
Make sure we're listening. I
want to hear what you have to say.
Before you go, I will take this from actually not even anyone on this panel. The only person on this panel that can chat shit to me is Daps. Yeah.
Not much.
We've not seen a trophy in 9 years.
No.
Anyone here
I'm the reigning champion. I'm the reigning champion.
I'm on. He's doing the YouTube thing.
I'm the reigning champion.
But I need people to understand. Yeah.
Hold on. History.
The one person
13, like what we do, I can't chat to him. He's talking about trebles. You can't talk about trebles. Like the biggest club in the world who won the treble.
I touched that. Take a touch.
More trophies than you in general, bro.
Relax.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, they're bringing up trophies from the 80s and 70s again, but I'm the one that brings up history. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm the one that brings up history.
Man.
How about trebles, doubles? Do you get what I'm saying? 3-peats. How about that monster?
You're getting the target is hooks.
How about 4-peats touchline?
Yeah, COVID titles and 115 charges, pal. That's what you got.
Okay. 100 points. 100 points.
Don't get rattled by that. Don't get rattled by that.
That's from me to you, innit?
Please continue. Please continue.
Continue, man. I want to hear him do the YouTube thing.
No. So, by the way, the one person on this panel that cannot chat to me is Ches. Because these men won their Champions League final against Arsenal 1-1. How many games have you won since? I remember you were saying. I remember you were saying.
Who called it the Champions League final, mate?
Well, what have you done since?
Who called it the Champions League final? You just have.
You're fans. The way you man were chatting like you won.
The way we asked. We're doing the feelings women thing. We're doing women is. The way you said
women.
How would you know what a Champions League final is?
That's so cheeky. Man stayed quiet when I was saying that.
You never won one.
Crazy. So you man were all celebrating winning your biggest game of the season, 1-1 against Arsenal, and then after that, what happened, bro? What happened after that?
So Hooks, we're deflecting away from your result against
Villa. You can't talk to me about anything.
Let's talk about the football then, because that point.
Wait. I have to check something. Nah, swear down, you're level on points with Man United.
We're having a bad run, bro.
You're chatting to me. No.
Don't say that as in like a disrespect, because you know West Ham won a trophy more recently.
We're on a bad run. Bro.
West Ham
okay, cool. Relax, bro.
We're in the doghouse, but you gotta join us.
Wait.
No. Ches, use the same thing. You're 5 points off of what? Off of second or some shit? 5 points, no?
Yeah, man. We're still in contention to anyway.
You just say logic.
I agree with I agree with you. Let's move on. I agree. Anyway,
now Jay, yeah. Please proceed to ask me whatever you want to ask me from being 11th in the league. go forward.
Okay, so but thank you for that intro. I don't think being 11th hurts my ability to understand trends. So the thing about trends, they can go upwards and downwards. When the season started, I was one of the first people to say I think Arsenal are going to win the league. They're my favorites based on everything. It's logical. I'm also the person who's saying I'm starting to notice a downward trend in away results. Maybe it's just because you've got injuries at the back. Maybe you would have lost more of these games if you hadn't have made the signings that you made in summer. But I am going to say that having looked at Sunderland, when you drop points at Sunderland, people were like, oh, it's just Sunderland. They're a good team. Injury time conceded. Against Villa, injury time conceded. Against Chelsea, 10 men. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say now is that I'm starting to notice a little trend. And the biggest issue for me is the variable of teams. Because, for example, Arsenal will go to Everton in a week's time, yeah? If you'd asked me a month ago, Arsenal-Everton, I'm like, Arsenal win, no question. But the variance in the league and form and performance means that Everton away now is a very tricky game for Arsenal. Do you see what I mean? So whilst Arsenal have played a lot of important away games
they lost to Newcastle at home 2 game weeks ago, bro.
Yeah, so Arsenal played a lot of games already. I'm starting to say,
you just ignored my point. They just do.
I'm saying that Arsenal's downward trend in away results, is something. And I'm saying to Hawks, right? Obviously, do you not think this is something to worry about? Because you can make the argument: what will it be easier? Will it be easier for Man City, who are scoring goals, to tighten up their defense? Or will it be easier for Arsenal, who've got a tight defense, to start scoring a few more goals?
We scored the second most goals in the league. We're only actually behind Man City. Like, goal scoring is not a problem.
It is, though.
But how can goal scoring be a problem when I'm the second highest goal scorer in
Chelsea? You score 1 goal.
No.
People do this. They score. They say, "Oh, we scored the most goals in the." Hold on. Let me say the point. Let me say the point. Because Chelsea fans were doing this as well. Oh, we scored the second most goals in the league and all that. Bro, Chelsea stacked a bunch of goals against West Ham and stuff like that. In the big games, you're not scoring. When it's tight, little 1-1 and stuff, you need the second goal. You didn't get that. Do you get what I'm saying? Against Villa, you didn't.
Tell me the time.
So you're saying Chelsea should be better, should be scoring
Chelsea,
5
there's 2.
Tell me,
that's a terrible point.
I just like another
There's 2 games you scored 1 goal.
What does touchline say? What are we talking about, bro?
I'm using the logic of that. Oh, we've scored the 3rd or 2nd most goals in the league.
Yeah, but they
haven't scored enough.
I swear Spurs have scored the 4th highest amount of goals in the Premier League this season. I think most people would say that Spurs have a creative goal scoring problem, right? Most people would say that.
It's too small.
Just bring my point.
That's what I'm saying. Now this is my point, Mons. If you don't think that this is an issue, that's absolutely fine, because time will tell whether you're right or wrong. I'm saying this is a trend. I'm saying this is a trend now. So
can we focus? Yeah, because can we focus? Yeah.
No, Lion Pride just put out there. Spurs Leeds 5, Spurs 4, Forest 3.
Wait, am I bugging?
Yeah, Jay thought you disagreed, but you didn't. It's fine.
No, I was talking to.
Touchline was the one who went on the waffle. Touchline was waffling a bit. He was one waffling.
I'm giving the point, and my point's been proved.
When Arsenal. Wait, I can't come on. Like, when a man
was Oakley waffled, you could have said most goals in the league. What does that even mean?
When a man says what is easier to fix, a leaky defense or a team that's struggling to score, and then I respond, we are the 2nd highest goal scorers in the league. That points towards goal scoring not being an issue. I then said, because obviously we got a young G on the panel who he clearly doesn't understand. You need 2 ears for listening, and you're giving 1 mouth. You
don't have that, man.
Listening,
I
said, tell me.
See more trophies than you, pal.
Again, here we go. Tell me a game where Arsenal haven't scored in, and then he said,
"No, I didn't say that."
No, I said that. I said, tell me a game where Arsenal haven't scored, and you said, I've proved my point. Because
that wasn't my point, though.
You only scored 1 goal
against Chelsea. You scored 1 against 10 men.
You, man, just shut up. This is that.
If goal scoring was good, you would have scored 2nd.
By the way, By the way, I go to Wolves next. Yeah, in the Premier League.
You're at home against Wolves.
Wolves come to me. Yeah.
And then it's Everton away.
And then it's Everton away. And then when I beat Everton, I want all of you to come back onto this show and talk the same talk, because you man haven't been.
What if you don't beat Everton?
What? Well, we can deal with that at the time. But
No. Because if you're able to write down right now, if you're able to say right now what's going to happen if you beat Everton, I think it's fair for you to say right now what you're going to say if you don't beat Everton.
No, but I think I'm beating Everton, so I can't.
That's fine. So if you don't beat Everton, will you come on this show and say you have a big problem?
Of course you won't. No, of course you won't. You won't.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Because for me, cool. Obviously, you want to win every game. Yeah, you want to win every game. Everybody wants to win every game.
Look, can you bring that comment up?
But that's impossible. That's impossible.
There's quite a few you need to do.
Lion Pride's comment. Liverpool games. Oh, by the way, Hook said another game. Liverpool, you didn't score in that game. You didn't score in that game.
That's a good point. You didn't score against Liverpool.
Yeah, there you go. You scored one against Man United, one against.
How long ago was that? Cool.
Okay, cool. The Villa game was literally 2 days ago. You scored.
Yeah. Where I scored him.
Yeah, when you lost.
Where I scored him.
You didn't score enough.
Oh wait, you want to chat about losing? You want to chat about losing?
Listen, you haven't won a trophy in 9 years, mate. I can talk about winning all day long, pal.
Yeah, back to the trophy. Yeah. Do you know what? Because you want to be so involved, I'm going to bring up something that the greatest manager of your club said, yeah?
Well, you want to be my club because you're talking about trebles, bro. That's the only team in red that can do that is us, pal.
If you want to win the league, you have to win your home games, yeah? And take what you can.
But Hook's telling us what it takes to win a league is mad.
No. Let me say that.
That's cool. When Carragher talks about winning a league.
Fergie weren't competing against Pep Guardiola, so it doesn't matter. If Fergie was competing against Pep Guardiola, he would have had to win his away games because Pep was getting 90 points.
Don't worry. It's fine. Because look, all of this talk, I'm still above everybody. Yeah. And do you know what the funny thing is? I'm beating Wolves. So I'm still gonna be above everybody.
Yeah, I agree. You are beating Wolves. You are gonna beat Wolves.
So, like, what are we really like? What it is you, man, haven't had the capabilities this season to grab Arsenal. Yeah. Now I'm not saying you're doing this because you didn't even instigate it. Yeah. But all of the other cannon fodder. Yeah. Focus on your clubs. Yeah. Focus on your teams. Arsenal's not even in the title. We weren't meant to talk about Arsenal today. Arsenal don't play till Wednesday. But you, man, hungry, grasping at straws. You need to fulfill your, I don't know, it's like being addicted to meth. Like you have to do it all the time, have to chat about Arsenal. I'm top of the league. Yeah? I'm top of the league. I'm top of the Champions League. Yeah? I've lost 2 games all season. Yeah? The last game I lost was to the informed team. The last game I lost was to the informed team. That was a hard game.
Hey Hooks, how many games did you man lose last season in the league? Do you know?
I think 4 or 5. Something like that.
How many losses you got this season so far?
2.
Fair enough.
I still have the least.
No, Hooks, what I'm saying is like,
what are we doing?
Like, at the end of the day, it's hard to argue with someone who goes to us, we're going to win the league at the end of the season.
Yeah.
We're talking about what Jay's saying, trend. We're talking about right now.
Yeah. And Chess, do you want to know? One second, Jay, let me say my point.
Let me land my point. Hold on, let me land my point, Jay. One sec. Hooks, one sec, bro. What we're talking about is that we all believe you can win the league. I predicted you win it. I think Jay said he predicted you win it. If Monts probably didn't, but he's probably changed his opinion.
Well, I've even said I think Arsenal can
win.
There we
go.
The
so the point isn't about that, Hooks, because we can all do but you'll win the league anyway and end this conversation in 2 minutes. We're talking about how things can change in football. Football's very fluid, isn't it? Football changes week to week. We didn't think you wouldn't beat Sunderland when you have 1 minute to go. We didn't think you wouldn't be able to beat Chelsea with 10 men for 70 minutes. We didn't think you would concede another last-minute goal against Villa despite having your injuries. And now all of a sudden, these cheeky Arsenal fans are mentioning the injuries they have. The flipping irony.
Do you know what's actually crazy?
So now all it takes is for you to put points against Everton, and you'll still be sitting here doing the whole gimmick. Oh, Ched, you know what? You're in 5th, so you can't talk to me.
No, but you know what's crazy? No, but you know what's crazy? Well, you can't talk to me because if you want to talk about trends, you was chatting hella stuff when.
What was I chatting?
and then after that, we see trends. We see the trend of you, man, not being able to.
Who said you're not allowed to drop points, Jacobs? Focus, man.
Yeah. So that's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing. Now, we wasn't talking about trends last month. Yeah, and now if we want to talk about a trend, yeah, what's a common denominator in the Sunderland game, in the Chelsea game, in the Aston Villa game? I'll tell you what the common denominator is. No Saliba and Gabriel playing.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Oh, no, didn't Gabriel? I swear Gabriel gets fun against Sunderland. I swear Gabriel lost his man against Sunderland.
He did.
He did. I got one thing wrong. The other two's correct though, right?
Yeah, who doesn't know what he's talking about?
The bottom line is, you said your squad is like, maybe not you. Your squad has.
No, he did say this. He did say this.
Yeah, I still think we got the strong. Yeah, but the thing is,
so therefore, that doesn't mean you're not weakened. It doesn't. We can talk without the extremes, and we just because you said that you have the best squad in the world doesn't mean your squad doesn't weaken when you lose certain players.
Yeah,
obviously that's two things can be true. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think people are just saying that with the way you going about your squad, it's like, well, the detriment shouldn't be this big. You shouldn't be dropping these points if your squad is as strong as you say. I think that's where I'm just saying, Hooks, that's where I think they're coming from with that.
Yeah, but you know the thing is, but anyone that's an Arsenal fan that has said that Arsenal have the strongest squad, they're saying that based upon the fact that our 11, when everyone is fully fit, is strong, and then we have backups for that 11. Mm-hmm. Now, when key players from that 11 go out, saying, "Oh, it's fine though, because you have the strongest squad," doesn't really make sense, because our strongest squad is based upon our backup that we have to use when everybody is fit. We was in a scenario where Victor Gyökeres came to the club.
They get key injuries every year though. This one I'm not hearing this.
He had to play every game because there was no.
Hooks isn't blaming everything on injuries.
No, but can I make a point before Daps? I know Daps want to say something.
Nah, I don't want to say nothing. Nah, I'm just listening.
Daps, so here the problem is, like Arsenal keep getting key injuries every season, and it's gonna keep. By the way, Declan Rice,
everyone, man.
Months. I hear what you're saying about like everyone, but what I'm trying to say is when they look to push on, how many times have you heard this season? We've got our attackers back, our defenders go down. We got our defenders, but our attackers go down. Clearly, the way they're doing their football.
Every club, man.
Exactly. So why am I hearing man go to me after the facts month? Hold on. Why am I hearing man go to me?
It doesn't happen to every club. You're right. It just happens to Arsenal. All right, fair enough.
Exactly. Now once I'm hearing, because we haven't got our centre back, obviously.
Okay, cool. Say no more. No, we're being stupid.
Why wasn't we hearing this before?
We're not being stupid. Hooks, last season, when you wanted to do the most bragging about fists up, stay humble, the 5-1, bro, I could have come on and said the whole heap of stuff about, but it's cool. You're the only club that gets injuries, to major pain and whatever.
No. I have never once said that only Arsenal get injuries. I've never said that. What I'm saying is Arsenal have gone through a scenario where they had all of their attackers out, and then their attackers come back, and now it's all of their defenders that are going out.
Not all of them, but the main ones, the main two.
The main one. And I think that's something to talk about. Like, Arsenal should still be able to beat Sunderland with injuries. Arsenal should still be able to beat a 10-man Chelsea with injuries. Arsenal should, the Aston Villa game.
That's a hard game. That's a difficult game.
I think that
game, no matter what, Villa away, bro.
It was hard. It's a hard game. They're in form. They're the most informed
team. All three of them are, man.
But the thing is, all I'm saying is that my point to you is that I think you lot definitely need to call off on the super squad thing. However, at the same time, the fact that you have had the amount of injuries you've had and you're still top of the league and the way you're doing in the Champions League is a testament to how strong the squad still is. Obviously, I think this conversation would have a little bit more leeway and leverage to it if Man City then go above you and then you fall off the top. Do you know what I'm saying?
But we haven't.
You see what I'm saying? That this is why, I think a lot of it is.
We haven't yet.
And this is my point. This is why I've not gone all the way Arsenal, because I just think that Villa have been beating Arsenal or taking points off of Arsenal for seasons now. This is not new. Villa brushing up Arsenal is nothing new to me. Now, if Arsenal go and fuck up next week, that's new to me. Because now,
if we lose to Wolves,
see what I'm saying?
They won't lose to Wolves.
It's not Wolves.
They're not.
Who'd you play after Wolves?
Everton.
I think
away.
It's a little bit early. I just think it's a little bit early to go gung ho on Arsenal right now. That's just my thing. Now,
I agree.
Who's done that? Who's done that this week?
Let's be real. Hooks, I know it's not you. The people that are going the hardest on Arsenal right now, are an element of their own fan base.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, we don't need to say that because there are elements in Arsenal's fan base that are fucking losing their shit. By the way, I did go and check City's, and I know Palace this season, it's a different thing. The last time Palace beat City at Palace was 2015. Just to let everyone know.
But what I was saying, I wasn't saying that allow Arsenal completely, Ches. I'm just saying that with what's going on, I just think we like the way they've got Wolves next. I'm just waiting and seeing, innit? And don't get me wrong.
Can I make sense clear? I'm not going on saying all this because I think we'll drop off. Make it clear. I'm going with what the fans say. The fans were talking before the season and during the season when they were doing well. They've got the best squad depth. Injuries are covered. But now when they're dropping points, they're using these same injuries and going, well, look, when you lose your best players,
and I get
drop
that.
off. Which, by the way, Mont, is fucking obvious. If I lose Caicedo or you lose Salah's a bad example. But if you lose Haaland, for example, you're going to drop off, He's going to go to me, but you can't replace them for that long. Well, obviously. But why are you trying to do the season
of course. But Ches, they know that, innit? But obviously, if you're pulling them up on how spicy they were speaking about their squad, that's the
I'm not saying they're going to drop off.
Remember, that's the first thing I said in it. I said, remember, some of you lot were talking too spicy about your super squad. That's the first thing I said about your super squad. So if you want to pull man up on that,
it's because Hooks was talking about trebles.
Yeah, Hooks is doing a lot.
But you can't talk about trebles and then.
No. This is going to sound mad. You're not going to hate the fact that I'm saying this, but like, I don't think Arsenal winning no treble. But why does losing to Villa affect the affect?
I never said it. I never said it.
Not winning the fucking treble.
What's like that?
You're in December.
Somebody with sense. It's so
remember,
beautiful.
Mont, less is more. I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to say don't get overly gassed about injuries because when they happen, don't use them as excuses.
I don't know about other Arsenal fans. I never said you, Hooks. I never said you. I've been mentioning Arsenal's injury issues while we was winning because it is a problem. Like, it's actually a problem. Like the fact that Victor Gyökeres had to come into Arsenal and pretty much play every single game because there was no one that could really start ahead of him. That's a mad thing.
He was paid to start anyway.
But you not blame Arteta for the way he manages your squad.
The fact that Madueke came in, got injured, the fact that Martinelli's been injured, the fact that Trossard's been injured, the fact that Saka was injured for a period, the fact that Ødegaard's been injured. Like, the Arsenal have had mad injury. Like, I would even say that we've actually had madder injuries than we did last season. But because we improved the depth in our squad, it's just not as noticeable as what it was last season. We've now had Gabriel go out. We've had Timber out for a piece. We've had Saliba out for a piece. Like, we've had Calafiori out for, like, people are going out. Like, but the thing is, apparently on YouTube, you're not allowed to chat about the fact that you have injuries because the cliche buzzword comes out. Oh, everybody gets injuries. Well, that's cool. Everybody does get injuries. Having like 11, 12 man out is different.
But there is going to be a stigma. But when the squad is
weird,
it's not weird. Hooks. I was the one that brought it up. It's not weird because last season I wasn't allowed to do that. You keep using the word weird as much as you like, bro. All right, cool. Well, grow up in it, bro. You're not a kid. Grow up.
You say grow up, but please find me somewhere where I said you wasn't allowed to talk about your injuries last season.
That's what, bro. Whenever it brought up, but to use the word weird is just rage baiting. But you don't do the YouTube thing, bro. You're rage baiting, innit? All right, cool. Grow the fuck up, bro. Grow up.
It's weird. Weird. You're the one there, huffing and puffing, bro. It's weird that man can't chat about.
Using the word weird, bro. It's
weird.
You're not 12.
He's not using a literal word weird. He's just saying that he's not using.
Bro, he's acting like a kid. That's what he's doing. But he doesn't do the YouTube thing, innit? He's acting like a kid. Using the same word, rage baiting. It's childish.
If you want to be rattled, it's fine, isn't it? I'm just saying. Grown people should be able to talk about, when they talk about football, the fact that injuries do impact.
I agree. But last season, no one letting me fucking talk about that. And that was the way it was.
No, you still could have spoken about injuries. I spoke about it. time last season.
Yeah, but Daps is right in terms of a sense, because if you're talking about injuries, they're without their best player. He's injured. He's been injured pretty much.
Yes, I know. I said that last season.
No, but I'm saying this season they're out of their best player.
What do you mean? Go write a tweet. Man, are getting mad about things that I haven't said. Go write a tweet. Go post the Instagram story. Why am I chatting about
But the bottom hooks. We're going around in circles like what me and Joe. We're going around in circles. The bottom line is that you man have your injuries, but you were showing off about how strong your squad is. So people are annoyed that injuries are being spoken about after glazing your squad. And it's just not that hard. That's it. That's all it is. And
if you can't understand that, then what's going on?
At the same time, I believe that your squad is that strong because you have these injuries and you're still high flying. That's it.
I wouldn't say high flying.
Hard, isn't it?
I wouldn't say high flying.
No, bro.
They've won 2 out of the last 5 games. That's not high flying.
No. But again, I can speak through the course of the season.
City have had an average season. They're 2 points behind them. It's not high flying.
Match day 1 to now, Arsenal are, bro.
They're doing good, man. They're not doing high flying business.
Again, that's neither here nor there. Don't matter, bro.
This season, Liverpool and Man City's in the past where the league was done in December. Like you already knew they were going to
done in December.
I call that high flying.
We not know you were going to win the league this time last year.
Regardless, bro, Arsenal's record is very, very good this season.
I call that high flying, once. Wouldn't you? Being 8 points clear of the world champions, wouldn't you call that high flying? I would. I'd call that.
Now you're doing YouTube thing.
It's just semantics, isn't it? Just semantics. Whether you think it's high flying or very good, Arsenal having a
good. How about you get your own opinion instead of reading the chat?
Tell him.
I'm saying.
Tell him,
I'm not even on the tab. I'm picking up my PSP.
Oh, you're such a liar. You're such a liar. I can see you looking at the right corner, man. Stop lying.
What are you talking about?
Why are you lying? Like I didn't see you looking at the right corner.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Jared?
Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is last year we knew Liverpool were going to win the league. Don't lie. We knew you were going to win the league. Arsenal is like, we think they're going to win the league. We don't really know. Man City could do a madness. Like, it's not a guaranteed thing. But Hooks does a YouTube thing and it says to other people not to do it. It is what it is, isn't it? We'll see.
All I was saying, all I was saying, that's it, man. Like, they're doing all right, and as I said, I definitely pulled them up on their super squad thing. I hear what you're saying on that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely pulled them up on that. Jay, what you saying?
I was just listen. I think there's a lot of valid points, a lot of valid gaslighting, a lot of valid deflection. I think for me, it just comes down to, I guess it's like the boy who cried wolf with Hooks, because it's like, we're gonna win the league. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. And he almost gets to say we're going to win the league for the entirety of the time. And then they don't win the league. We cook him for a couple of weeks. And then we just do it all over again the next year. Yeah, so I'm just like, this is the thing. There's no repercussions for outlandish conversations or chest puffing and things. I'm not going to begrudge Hooks being a good fan. I'm just merely saying that when he talks like, okay, everyone's going to drop points. We know everyone's going to drop points, but you're the one who's guaranteeing the league. And now you're 2 points ahead. If I was going to say, if I was going to ask you, are you guaranteeing to win the league right now, 2 points ahead? I think man's ass is going 50p, 20p. I don't think he's as confident as he was before. So I'm just keeping observations. I still think Arsenal win the league, but at least they're making it interesting for the rest of us, right?
No,
if you live in London, Arsenal win the league is literally the worst thing.
Like, bro, Arsenal can't win the league. Like, it's
not for me, mate, because I've won the most. I've still won the most, so it doesn't really bother me.
Big up the chat. You know what? We have our issues.
There'll still be 9 behind me.
Yeah, but it's not about that. It's about if you, bro, like Chelsea win major trophies, Arsenal win major trophies, you feel it in London, bro. Whether you've won,
I got love for you guys. I got love for you.
They're gonna come on the internet and talk a lot of. They do it even when they lose.
Let me get these supers in it. You make sure you're smashing the like button. Big up Blaze. He says, Ars fan trying to tell us what winning the UCL feels like. Yeah, that's what crazy. Big up again. He says, if we can't chat Arsenal, then you can't chat about other teams. Hooks.
Fair.
Shout out Parasite says King Salah is now Moan Salah. Matt, this is my. You see my mind. You need to be cleansed in it because I was thinking, what? I was about to say, pause that. You know,
no. The more stupid, you got to read these properly because some people say some weird stuff.
Bro, like, you know, you got to be ready.
You've got a fair point.
You got to be internet ready. Shout out,
you got to be internet ready. Still, you got to be internet ready. Listen, guys, we're gonna leave it there. We got some games today as well. Just some quick score predictions. For Liverpool versus Inter Milan. Man, them quickly. Let's just run through this real quick.
I think you get a result tonight. I think maybe a draw.
3-1 Inter Milan.
I think.
What about the prediction?
I think you win.
Yeah, just prediction. Yeah, prediction for the game.
1-0 Inter Milan.
That's what was your prediction for the Liverpool game, Inter Milan?
Bro, I heard the Inter are scoring mad amount of goals at the moment, but where is it?
It's at Inter.
San Siro.
San Siro.
You know what? 2-1 Inter. Yeah, 2-1 Inter.
Jay, what did you say? What was yours?
I'm gonna go with a 2-2 draw.
Okay. And Spurs Sparta Prague is the game.
3-0. 3-0 Spurs.
I'm going 2-1 Spurs.
2-0 Spurs. A relevant game. Relevant football clubs.
Are you a United fan?
Yeah, that's what the biggest club in the world. Pal.
She's not even wrong. Spurs.
No, I didn't. I thought you were gonna do Chelsea. I didn't know.
No. She'll level the Chelsea one, man. She'll level the Chelsea one. Man said Sparta Prague.
I didn't even know. I genuinely didn't even know they were playing.
That viewership on that game is like 100,000 max. And that's
I'm not going to get triggered. I'm going to practice what I preach. I'm going to write in my journal.
Your viewership for that game is going to be like 70k. The Spurs and the Sparta Prague.
I'm not even trying to trigger you, bro. I didn't even know you lot were playing. I swear down.
And we'll save that.
We're playing in the Champions League as a direct result of beating
guys,
the Europa
we'll
League.
See you in the next one. Go ahead.
You won it. 0.